guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This week we're talking about finances and how much we would generally spend in a week.
We collected a little bit here for you.
Yeah, throughout the week we collected all our receipts, whether it's buying a coffee, doing shopping, buying a chocolate, anything like that. We've added it all together. This week our weekly cost was roughly around about €537 and maybe a couple of cents, and maybe a couple of receipts that went missing with that as well. But don't be shocked or alarmed. That is a week that consisted of me getting a tattoo, Valentine's Day happening, takeaways and stuff like that. Every week is not genuinely like that.
Yes. And we will tell you at the end of the video what is like the average spending that you can maybe think about to have if you think about living abroad or just for your holidays and so on.
And also, if you want more videos like this, just drop us a like and write in the comments below, and hopefully we'll do more videos like this again. Also, if you were to guess what we would spend the most money on during a week, like not including the electric bills, the water bills and stuff like that, what would you think it would be? And write your answers in the comments below.
Our top 2 places where we spend most of our money is, first of all, petrol. So, or petrol stations, because we're living around 35 minutes far from the city center, and also Levy's school is there, so of course that means we're driving a lot every day, and we also love to explore our island. So that means we're driving every day a lot. Our petrol stations already knows us very well here, so because I guess every second to third day we say hi there.
Yeah. Our second highest spend in a week would be grocery shopping. We are a family of 3 humans and 2 dogs, so as you can imagine, if you have a family that size, it can be quite expensive. And if you look right here, right now, you can see our receipts, and that'll give you a rough idea of how much we are spending per week. And it could be anywhere from €60 all the way up to €120. All depends on your wants and your needs at that moment and that week.
A lot of people think living in Greece means it's very cheap, but nowadays the reality looks different. So even here the prices increase.
Depending where you shop, all depends on how much money that you're going to spend, whether it's the big brand supermarkets or you're off to the farmer's market, which is called
Laiki,
or you're at the mini markets in your village. The prices are totally different all the time. So you, in one shop, for a 2-litre bottle of Coke, you could pay €2 for, but then you could go to the mini market down the road and they'll sell it for €1.60. It all depends where you go, what time you go in, and what sales there are, as in any country. But by all means, a weekly shop for us, we wouldn't say is cheap, but we also at the same time wouldn't say it's very expensive. It's somewhere in the middle for what we need as a family.
and we try to at least cook in the week fresh, so of course that also means you spend more money than maybe going here, for example, sometimes to restaurants or taverns that sometimes, to be honest, cheaper than buying grocery for the week.
Yes.
That's why a lot of people going more outside for food. But anyways, just one last thing. My recommendation is, if you wanna cook fresh or really like local products, of course, go to the Laiki, the farmers market, because there you get really everything from fresh fruits, vegetables, cheese, milk, whatever your heart prefers in that moment. But because let's say, for example, 2 kilo of potatoes is like nearly €1.60, or what you maybe spend in a supermarket, a double price. So it's definitely worth to visit.
Things we spend every day. Some would say that these are luxury items, some would say they are everyday essentials. I would definitely say that. And you probably will be asking yourself when we talk about it, why would you not do this during the supermarket shop when you go into the main brand stores? Because I just prefer to get it there and then on the way out and on the go. So some essentials that I would say is my morning drink, which is my energy drink. Vanessa would have her coffee in the morning, and Levi would have his calori, which is like a round piece of bread with some cheese on or something like that, that he would take for school for a snack.
And here's a good example. So, for example, I mean, coffee is the main drink in Greece.
Yeah, if you live in Greece, you have
To drink coffee.
yeah,
A little fun fact: I'm from Germany, and before I hated coffee. I never drank coffee in Germany. I hated warm coffee, but since I'm living here, I'm really addicted to Freddo espresso. Yeah.
And I'm the total opposite. I don't drink coffee or tea, and as an Englishman, that's probably very, very strange. I just prefer my caffeinated energy drinks.
True. Yeah, but again, these are spendings that we have. That doesn't mean that you will have the same spendings, of course. But again, like a coffee you can get here, if you take one for takeaway, between 220 for a Freddo espresso, and to, of course, if you're sitting down in a cafe, up to €4. So it's still not a lot, but of course it collects at the end if you're spending it every day.
And I think that all comes down to, if you're going to get a coffee in the city centre,
Yeah.
and you're sitting at a nice bar or coffee shop or something like that, you're paying for the experience as well as for the coffee. So you're of course going to pay the additional prices.
Also, as an example here, the takeaway food that we wanted on Valentine's Day, because we've been around, we went for a hike, so we said, of course, I don't want to cook anymore at home, so let's take some takeaway. It was a big barbecue pizza, and we had a big Greek salad, and Levi had carbonara. Yeah, all these, and we need to add, I mean, it was for free, but because it was Valentine's Day, we got 2 big heart pizzas with
Like chocolate pizzas.
Oh, so delicious. So, anyways, these big pizza, the salad, and Levi's carbonara all together were €33. I mean, if you go outside in a restaurant, you also spend money for drinks and so on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's fine. For 3 people, let's say, breakdown, it's around €10. That's totally fine. And we didn't finish, so it was a lot.
Yeah.
And delicious as well.
So if you're a parent as well out there, you will also know that having kids, they grow very, very quickly. So this week, Vanessa had to buy new pants, new clothes for Levi, along with new trainers as well. And that would be probably the same price as you would pay anywhere, because we went to a branded store which is all over the world.
With 2 letters.
Yeah, 2 letters, and but yeah, it's
because it's a big chain, so the prices will be everywhere the same. So I mean, it was more than €100 just spending for shoes and some clothes, but that's daily spendings, and yeah. Sometimes in the week or in the month you need to buy this stuff as well.
So in this video we have talked about the groceries, the petrol, the luxury items that we buy on a daily basis, and even buying clothes for Levi. But that was also including things like the cost of my new tattoo that I got on my arm, and as well as little things like having breakfast in the morning, out at a restaurant and stuff like that. So the amount that we stated at the beginning, the €537, would probably not be our spend every single week, and it would probably be more something like
€150 to €200, depending on how much, of course, we spend in grocery and petrol, because these are our 2 big.
Yeah, it all depends on what we're doing in the week. If we have a lot of travelling to do in the week, the petrol prices go up. If we're spending a lot more time at home, and as you know yourself, more food gets eaten, so more shopping needs to get done.
But we hope that you see a bit of an overview what you can spend living abroad, especially here in Greece. And I would say, comparing to me, for example, living before in Germany, it's not a big difference anymore to living in Germany or you in England, I guess. So there are, of course, some stuff that You can get some cheaper or maybe also more expensive because you still have just more options, I would say.
The major difference here with the supermarkets would basically be that compared to England, they would buy a lot of items and branded food and stuff in big bulk, so they can afford to do the buy one get one free offers, the very cheap price special offers and stuff like that. Here you don't really see that as often, but certain supermarkets do have their own apps and that are customized to what you're buying and will give you discount on certain items during the week. So say for example, if you are buying salads and stuff like that throughout the week on a regular basis, next time that you go to one of these branded supermarkets, it will come up on the app that you may have 10 or 15% discount on that particular item. So it's never, your shopping bill will never ever be the same week in, week out.
And I guess it just depends where you live or where you want to live. You always adapt a bit the patterns and structures from locals. So what I said before, just going to a farmer's market even twice per week will reduce your cost already a lot, because there you get a lot of stuff really much cheaper than going into supermarkets. And that for example helps. But again, everyone has a different lifestyle, different spendings, different income, so it's totally up to you how much you want to spend in the week. And like Jay said already, we also have a bit of a free spirit lifestyle, I would say, because depending to my job, to your job, we don't have a 9-to-5 job, so we are traveling a lot, we are always around and outside, so of course that also means we just spend a bit more money maybe than
on the go.
other persons.
But hopefully this video helped you or gave you some insight, if not helped, on weekly cost. And maybe during the summer we'll do another one of these, which will probably be totally different because we'll be eating every night in a taverna or at a restaurant. But if you did enjoy the video, you can drop us a like down below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe already, and we will catch you next time. Peace.
I want to speak German!